It's finally happened. We have an airline that has a livery that doesn't consist of 90% white. With that, welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at an Airbus A319-100 from Cyprus Airways. At the front of the box we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft inside, and we have the Cyprus Airways branding. Then on the back side of the box we have a very nice image of the aircraft itself, and we are provided with a web link by Herpa where we can get more information. And here she is, the Airbus A319 from Cyprus Airways. Now, this is actually quite interesting. Cyprus Airways went bust a couple of years ago, and this airline has little to nothing to do with the original Cyprus Airways. I think actually legally it resides as Cyprus Airlines, but brands itself as Cyprus Airways. It has been kind of given rebirth by S7 Airlines, a Russian carrier, and is now operating currently 2 A319s and 1 737, which it has wet leased from Blue Air. On the vertical stabilizer, it does carry a olive branch, which of course associates with Cyprus and also is in the Cypriotic flag. The Cypriotic flag we find on the fuselage, where you also have the full registration code of the aircraft and the aircraft type specification. At the front of the aircraft we then again find the Cyprus Airways branding, and we have another little symbol here in yellow. I'm not quite sure what that is about, but I would assume that is also again somehow referring to Cyprus. Then of course we have the cockpit windows, where we also have the window wipers printed on. The olive branch that we had on the vertical stabilizer we also find on the engine nacelles, which looks quite nice in my opinion. And of course, if we look at the front of the engine nacelles, we can see into the engines, where we see the engine fan blades. Then just above the wings we have the emergency exit printed on, and that leads us then to take a look at the wings, because they do also look very nicely detailed. If we look at the top side, we can of course see the markings for the emergency exits, but we also have all the different flaps, slats and spoilers carved out very nicely indeed. Also, the underside of the wing looks pretty decent, where we then also find the full registration code of the aircraft once again. Also very nice are the wing tips, which have been given the same light blue coloring as the fuselage. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here at the back side of the aircraft and here at the front side of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Airbus A319-100 from Cyprus Airways, a quite interesting, relatively new airline in the European airline industry. The aircraft model itself, I would say, is rather nice. The print quality is excellent, also the physical details are of a very high standard, so it's definitely a nice aircraft to have in one's collection. Now with that, we've reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, then do feel free to leave a like, that would be very nice, and if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome and you won't miss out on any future reviews. Now with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.